Hi guys, I'm Tracy and welcome to our Easter Revision course here at the Academy. Now guys, today what we're going to be covering, or in this Easter Revision course I should say, is we're going to be looking at predominantly our regional geography. We're also going to have a glance at our physical geography and a little look at our geoecology when you come in to visit the Academy yourself. Now guys, everybody at this point will have received their packs with all their physical, regional and geoecology notes, so you should have them there beside you. In that pack, you should also have a little sheet like this, a single sheet, which is your exam breakdown. Now guys, this morning what I'm going to start off with is our exam breakdown. So actually looking at the Leaving Cert Geography paper, the higher level paper, and how it's spaced out. Now I'm only going to take about 10 minutes of your time with this, but it's really important that you listen very well, because what it can do is it can mean in your exam that you get your timing bang on, okay? That you avoid things that your examiner does not want to see, okay? You, the person sitting behind the screen, are looking for the highest marks you can possibly get, so we need to make sure that this, what we do here now, you have it off by heart. Now, starting off your Leaving Cert Geography exam, I'm looking at the higher level exam. The date currently which it is set is the 5th of June 2020, so between 9:30 and 12:30. Now, that's a 2-hour and 50-minute exam. And I'm just going to say straight out, that 2 hours and 50 minutes is extremely, extremely tight. It might seem like quite a long period of time, but unfortunately it is not. Now the exam is split up into 2 sections. First of all, you have your written exam sitting on this date, which is worth 400 marks and 80% of your final grade. You also have your 20% field investigation, which you would have carried out with your teacher in class. Now the written exam itself, as I said, 400 marks, 80% of your final grade, is split up into what I have here. Now, I'm going to take you through very, very quickly through the structure, the timing, and where all kind of the weight of the exam actually goes. Now to start off here on my left-hand side of the board, we start our exam with our short questions. So that when you open the paper, what you'll see on the first page is your instructions, then you'll be straight into your short questions. Now your short questions are worth 80 marks. Now 80 marks is 20% of your overall paper. So it's a huge amount. Now, if you are aiming for a H1, H2, you should be doing these short questions in under 20 minutes. But in general, what we say is 20 to 25 minutes maximum, okay? But remember, if you're sitting home, you're saying I want a H1, H2, and really a H3, it should be under the 20-minute marker, okay? So that's the time allocation you should be given to it there. With regards to questions in here, questions they go from 1 to 12, okay? So there's 12 short questions. And what you do is you have to answer 10. So 10 out of them, 12, which is at 8 marks each. So they're evenly, marks is evenly allocated between them. You pick 10, you answer your best 10. Now, in the exam, you can answer all 12, okay? And your examiner, what they'll do is they'll pick your best 10. So I advise absolutely everybody to answer every single one of them questions, because you want your examiner to say, okay, these are that person's best 10, going to take the marks for them, okay? So very, very important, guys, answer every single one of them. Now, in relation to where these questions come from, and I think this is something that confuses a lot of people, they come from your units 1, 2, and 3. Now, what are your units 1, 2, and 3? These questions examine your physical geography, your regional geography, and finally your skills section. Now, the skills section is definitely the area in the short questions where people lose their marks. Automatically people think, oh God, I'm going to get my full marks in my short questions. But I can tell you the majority of people do not get next to near full marks, because the skills section lets them down. Now, what does the skills section involve? It is your aerial photographs, ordnance survey maps, your weather and climate, and it's important that you get absolutely every single one of them perfect. Not just, for example, knowing how to sketch an aerial photograph. That's not good enough here, okay? So if you're aiming for your higher grade, you make sure you get into your notes on these and learn how to, I suppose, answer each of these questions. Practice does make perfect. Now, with regards to your long questions, the long questions is split up into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Starting off here with my physical geography. Now, your physical geography in your exam is question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. And what you do is you choose one of them questions. So you may choose question number 1, for example, if that suits you best. Now, each of these questions, for example, number 1, which I said I was going to pick, has a part A, a part B, and a part C. Now, marks-wise here, that's 20 marks, 30 marks, and 30 marks, which is a total of 80 marks. So again, another 20% of your written paper. Now, timing-wise is where people get very caught out here. Your 20 mark, your part A, is worth 5 minutes. After that, your part B, 30 marks, is 15 minutes. And 15 minutes maximum, guys, okay? Your part C, which is also, like your part B, your essay-style questions, is worth 15 minutes in your exam, okay? So, part A, 20 mark, 5 minutes. Part B, 30 marks, 15 minutes. Part C, 30 marks, 15 minutes. 80 marks in total. You answer one question out of question 1, 2, and 3. Now, on to the next section, our regional geography. Now, your regional geography here is question number 4, 5, and 6. Now, the same structure applies here. You have your part A, B, and C, which is 20 marks, 30 marks, and 30 marks, okay? 5, 15, 15, 80 marks in total. You choose one of these questions. And remember, choosing very carefully which is your best overall question. Now, your regional geography, as I said, this is what we're going to be focusing on in this course. So I'm just going to put a little star beside that for ourselves. And it's one of the poorly answered sections of the paper. Now, after that, what you have is your elective. Now, your elective is split up into 2 sections, okay? Your elective is split up into your economic section and your human environmental section. Now, depending on what you have studied in school and maybe what is the area of expertise of your teacher, you will have studied one of them, okay? So you do not study them both, you study one of these. Now, first of all, here your elective, your economic is question 7, question 8, and 9. Your human environmental is 10, 11, and 12. And remember, for example, here at the Academy, what we do is we only answer our human environmental. So our students never look at questions 7, 8, and 9. So they don't spend 2 or 3 minutes in their exam of their valuable time looking at these questions. Same structure applies in both. Again, part A, B, C, 20, 30, 35, 15, 15. 80 marks in total. Now, the last one here is your optional question. So this is at the very, very back of your paper. And what a lot of people don't realise is this is a higher level topic only. So only students studying at higher levels will answer this question.